70 years ago, 85% of this city was destroyed, demolished, and turned into a rubble by the Nazi Germans. But now, today, 70 years later, it's still standing with its old Baroque architecture and with pride and dignity. So now I'm gonna show you this city, the Warsaw Old Town. Here you can see the main road and the North Stadium, the international football stadium of Poland. And here you can see the royal castle and the church, cathedrals, synagogues are here and there. You can see the beautiful architecture. The weather is quite rough, like still cloudy. Yesterday was cloudy too, but there is no rain now, so the footages will be a bit darker. So at the time of 1944, when the Warsaw Uprising happened, the Polish resistance force fought with the Nazi Germany, and a great number of Nazi Germans were killed in that uprising. And as a result of that, the Nazi Germans got angry because of that fightings, and they destroyed this city in 1944, and all these buildings were rubble at one time, and the Polish people they constructed the whole thing in 50 years. So yeah, still there are remnants of this Warsaw. So here you can see from the school, the children are taken here and they are being taught about the history and the culture, especially the old history of this city. It's a historic city. You can see the big statue. So the history is intriguing. So when they're constructing this old building, they looked into the old pictures and paintings, how this city looks like, and they wanted to bring the exact look of before 1944, how it looks at the time before 1944. So that's why they use the old pictures, old paintings, and old people's sayings that how this city looks like, and they tried to bring, and they brought the whole city like the old look, because this whole thing was destroyed in World War II. So it's the time of April last. In the summertime for sure there will be a lot more people than usual. This is, I think, the Warsaw Museum. And you can walk everywhere in this old town. It's a nice place, like a signature place of typical European cities. And the Chopin is the famous pianist here. There is a silent alleyway. Temperature is around 4 to 5 to 6 degrees. Yes, quite cold here. Look at this beautiful architecture of a Polish city. Here you can see lots of students. The teachers brought them here to show the history, to let them know the history, culture of their own. If you ask me if the whole Warsaw city is like this, no, it's not. I mean, only the old town has this type of old architectural buildings. And here you can see the restaurants and outside premises. Still there are not much people, but compared to the summer, there are a lot of people. You can see it's written Museum Warsaw, and there you can find the history of World War II and Jewish remnants of the war. Ice cream shops. So this old town is famous for the old architecture, tenements, buildings. And everything. But if you like if you visit the new town, you can see the churches, cathedral and synagogues and everything. Not like these type of buildings, but you can see many parks which are very enthralling, and you can just roam around the city. It's quite good, so you can do both.
Люди
Museum of Art, Warsaw, the Barbican. Some paintings of the old Warsaw. Here you can see the church, the crucifixion sign. Yeah. So the city, so this town is comprises with the downhills and uphills, both of them, and the roads of the bricks. I mean, by looking at this city, you cannot say that you're not excited and enthralled by this amazing architecture of this old town. So most of the premises, you can see the outside premises are taken by the restaurants, but still you can walk into this pedestrian area. The whole area is like this. You can see this church. So the large churches, cathedrals are here. And there are gatherings like the people who came with the guides, and they can know about the history. So if you want to experience like the old architecture and the old historical sites, historical buildings, museums, cathedrals, if you want to see, just come here. Come in Warsaw, and this old town will make you astonished by how they build this city after the brutal attacks, after the brutality, after the brutal history, the deadly World War II. So yeah, there are lots of things here, and if you want to see the new town also, you can, but most of the things are in the old town. So yeah, these are the some of the things of this old town, and stay tuned for more videos. I think I'm done from here, from the Warsaw Old Town. See ya.